Welcome back to the Beyond the Years podcast, a podcast about all things Disney. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I am your host, Josh, and as always, I am joined by the lovely co-host, Ashley.
Hello, everyone. So some of you know, if you listen to our podcast, we did actually book a trip to Disney this year. We still don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we wanted to go ahead and talk about some things that we're excited about for this upcoming trip.
Correct. So, what is there anything, like any news that you want to talk about before we get started, or are we just going to jump right into this topic?
I think we should just jump right in.
Okay, do you want to go first? You're taking too long. I'll go first. Okay, so what I'm most excited for, if we go back this year, is Ohana.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like my number one thing I'm most excited about. I'm wearing my Stitch shirt right now. We watched that Stitch TV show this morning in bed, and I was like, man, I can't wait to go back to Ohana.
Uh-huh. Grayson is back into a Lilo and Stitch kind of mood.
Yeah.
So.
Good time to be in that mood since it's so dreary around here right now.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that month leading up to your vacation is the best. Because you're like, the planning of Disney is half the fun. Getting to think about like what restaurants you want to go to, how you're going to kind of plan your day out. I think that part is really exciting. And I like packing as well. Sounds kind of silly, but I'm excited to we're just going to pretend like we're for sure going. We don't know that yet, but let's just say we're going. Mm-hmm. I think the planning and the packing and kind of getting prepped for Disney is just so much fun. So I'm excited for that.
That's fun. I do think the month before, though, is like the longest month.
I can see that, like when you're working and you're distracted.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like knowing that it's so close, so you can really amp yourself up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to some Disney podcasts, watch some Disney YouTube videos.
What do you think that like makes you most excited for? Like, what gets you the most like amped? Because I feel like now, for me, it's like looking back at pictures from the past trip and seeing Grayson, and I'm thinking like, what's he gonna be like next time?
Yeah.
I think I'm more like, instead of like listening to podcasts or like watching Disney movies, it's more or less like looking at pictures and stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm sure we do that too. I think that there's just something so amazing of when you first arrive at Disney.
Yeah.
Do you remember how excited we all were when we drove up to the resort?
No, just under the sign that said "Welcome to Walt Disney World."
Yeah, I'm excited for that moment again, and getting checked into the hotel and getting to walk into the room for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a really special moment, and getting to walk around the hotel. So for the trip that we have booked this year, we are staying at All Star Movies.
Yep.
And it's a really kind of overly animated, kid-friendly resort, and we've never stayed there before. So I think that'll be really fun and exciting for him.
Yeah. So the main reason we went to this resort this time is it's obviously like it's the cheaper resort. And I guess they just redid the whole area, right? The All-Star Movies area.
I think so. They've been redoing. They're consistently like redoing rooms and stuff. But yes, I think the All-Star resorts just got updated. The rooms are pretty similar to, Pop Century and Art of Animation, like the standard rooms.
Well, I was gonna say, we're also staying an extra night and an extra day.
Yeah.
So
that'll be good.
And what's crazy is it's an extra night, an extra day with a Disney dining plan, and it's only like a few $100 more to do it compared to what our last trip was. Not including the food. That was just for the trip itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have the dining plan on there, and you add like an extra like $200 to that, or whatever it is, and it's insane. I was like, holy crap, we're gonna get, was it like 7 days or almost, or 6 days, 7 nights?
Something like that. I think 6 days, 7 nights.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
For the same price as what we just did. 6 nights, 5 days.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that first initial, like, getting out of the car, getting to explore the resort. I think we'll probably do that first day a little bit differently next time, or this time around.
Oh yeah.
We didn't really care for Disney Springs much.
No,
we liked
the only reason.
T-Rex
Yeah,
restaurant.
I was gonna say the T-Rex restaurant was the only reason we went, and Grayson was still like, I mean, we just had a whole trip, and we just got there, and he was still tired, and I think next time we go, it might be one of those like
just a resort day.
Well, that or just like resort hop kind of thing. Go to a different resort and look at their gift shops or something.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
No, we did that at the last day.
Yeah, that was fun.
So what's something that you're most excited about? So obviously, like, we're talking about that, but like, what's your, like, at each park, what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I would
So
say.
let's start like Magic Kingdom.
I
Like,
was
what
going
would
to
you?
talk about Epcot first because it's my favorite, but we can talk about Magic Kingdom.
Let's just go Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and then Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. I think Magic Kingdom. Do you think we'd probably do that the first day? This time around?
Probably not.
No.
I guess it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Like what day we get down there, and it depends on.
I do want to spend more time in Magic Kingdom this next trip
Mm-hmm.
because the last trip we took, we didn't get to spend as much time as we wanted to, and there's definitely a lot more to explore. I'm trying to think of like what is my what I'm most excited about for Magic Kingdom.
For Magic Kingdom, for me, it's getting to ride in Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yeah, because he'll be tall enough.
Well, I mean, he was tall enough this time, but we just could never get a freaking seat on that because the wait was so long, and then we also didn't want to burn the fast pass or whatever the frick it is now.
Mm-hmm. I really want to ride Peter Pan's flight with him, and I know you think it's so overrated, but he didn't get to ride it last time, and it's from a kid's perspective, I think it's really fun.
I know,
So
but
I'm
even there's a
excited
lot of
about that.
adults that like the ride. I'm like, I don't get it.
I don't know. It's just Disney is just so amazing. It's not even getting to do all of the things. It's getting to just be present
Mm-hmm.
in Disney World. You
Yeah.
know, like just hang out. Just getting to be there. We liked the People Mover last time, so we'll definitely do that again.
Oh yeah,
Probably several times.
yeah.
I don't know. Magic Kingdom for me is less about the rides and more about just getting to sit kind of in the experience.
Mm. We also have Tiana's Palette or Bayou Adventure
Yeah.
to look forward to. Hopefully
Maybe.
it'll be open by the time we get down
I
there.
don't know if it'll be open or not. So we'll see. We'll definitely, we'll get to see it. I don't know if it'll be
Because
open
we
or
didn't
not.
even go to that side of the park.
No,
at all.
we didn't because, oh my gosh.
It was like once we ate at the Beauty and the Beast Palace, it's like after that we were pretty much, we left and came back, and we had our set like schedule of what we were doing for dinner, and then we rode like a couple rides, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Big Thunder Mountain is really the only thing that's over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think Grayson would want to ride that. It was a little bit too big for him.
Yeah.
Because he was 3.5 when we went last time.
Yeah, he'll be almost 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and even it's only been like 6 months since we've gone. And even in the last 6 months, he's grown and matured so much. I think just getting to experience it with him would be so different now.
oh yeah.
I think he would. I know he's excited. he talks about Disney World all the time, and we try not to feed into it too much because I don't want to let him down if we're not able to go. But I think that he would appreciate it even more next time.
Yeah, because he knows like what's gonna happen and like what we're doing, kind of thing.
Yeah, just the getting to see him be excited. That's the best part of going with a kid, is getting to see it through their eyes. The castle.
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget when he saw the castle for the first time. Like, that was so special. I don't know. I don't have like any one specific thing that's like the most exciting for Magic Kingdom. I mean, just in general, that first moment when you walk into a park and you get to see like the icon of the park, that's always a good moment.
Yeah. The like the Buzz Lightyear ride, Space Ranger Spin, because that's the first ride we did.
Yeah, and I don't think we would do that first again, because I think we would probably try to go to like one of the more A-list attractions, like the Seven Dwarfs or Peter Pan, something like that.
What, wasn't that area closed? Because the one side was open, but the other side wasn't. I don't know. It was weird that day.
So we got to the park super early, and they'll let you into the park, but they won't let those specific areas open until, what was it, 9:00? So I think we were just too early.
Yeah. It was that was weird because they were like, "Oh, can't come over here. Can't come to this area." And I just thought that the park would be like open. Not like the rides open, but like at least like be able to walk all in these other areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it would be too hard for them to like close off like the rides for people, because they would just form a line outside of the ride, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, what about you? Anything else?
No, not for Magic Kingdom.
So before we move to the next park, one thing about Magic Kingdom is I loved riding the monorail. So I think we would want to ride the monorail again. Grayson had a blast on there, and it's Disney, so like there's so many different iconic things, but the monorail is just a special
It's so cool
thing that's associated with Disney, and Grayson had such a great time. Even though it smells weird it kind of smells weird and it's old, but it's still pretty cool.
The monorail just goes to Epcot, the resorts around there, and then Magic Kingdom, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so definitely got to ride the monorail. And then over there next to Magic Kingdom is the Polynesian Resort. So that's where Ohana is.
Yeah.
Definitely doing Ohana again. That was one of my favorite things that we did last time.
I think, like I said, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, because it was so much fun. It was a blast. We're definitely doing breakfast again too, though.
Yeah,
because it was so good.
It was good. It's just, man, that was like the perfect start to that day. We ended up doing Ohana in the morning breakfast, and then we went to Epcot, and it was was it like 11?
11 when we got there, yeah.
11 when we got to Epcot, and it was so nice because there wasn't like a swarm of people trying to get in all at the same time like it is when you rope drop. And it just felt more relaxed.
Yeah.
So I definitely
liked
and we
were
that.
Like full.
Yeah. We're just chilling.
Fat and happy feeling.
Yes. So definitely the Polynesian, going to Ohana. I also loved the Polynesian gift shop. That was probably one of my favorite gift shops out of like everything.
Oh yeah, they had a huge gift shop. They had a really
cool gift shop. It had like potted plants and stuff too, which I didn't get any, but I was tempted for sure.
Yeah. And if we fly, because we've already thought about flying, it's like, ooh, if we fly, I definitely can't buy something like that.
Yeah. That's a whole conversation is I think you're more interested in driving. I'm kind of thinking about possibly flying, just because the drive, it's not even the drive there, because it wasn't bad, because we left at 1 a.m. and we drove from 1 a.m. to like 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't bad at all. But when we left, we just left at like, we got up like normal. We checked out. We went to Animal Kingdom Lodge to like look at the gift shop and kind of look at the animals outside.
Oh.
And then we left, and it was like just a regular morning. Okay, now we have to drive 17 hours. And it was just a really long drive.
Well, I think next time what we do is we split it up a little bit differently. Like, so we'll leave there and we'll drive for a while, but we won't drive as long as we did the past time. And then the actual like second half of the way home, because we're not staying like where we stayed last time. We were only like 6 hours away from home.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I feel like I'm going to get murdered out here.
Yes, for sure.
So we're not staying there. And I would like to stay. I'd rather be like 9 hours away from home and then just drive 9 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's true. Anyway, it's a toss up between flying and driving.
I'm also paranoid about flying right now.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't trust it right now.
I was kind of leaning towards flying because Grayson's never been on a plane and he would be so excited. But I also am kind of a little bit worried in the back of my head that he would freak out because his ears might pop.
Yeah, and he's got sensitive ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole other.
And trying to keep him like, I mean, he's like a different kid. Like we were saying earlier, he's totally different from when we went the first time to now, like attitude wise and just like everything else. Like he's completely different, but at the same time, he's a loose cannon, and I can see him just going, ah! And I really don't want to mess around with freaking airport security and a checked bag and an unchecked bag and all this other crap.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's such a pain in the butt.
I get it.
If it was me and you flying down there, like I would understand, like, oh, okay. You and I hop on, fly down there, no big deal. But when you got like, you add a kid to the mix, it's just, I'd rather just drive.
Yeah. Well, TBD. We'll figure it out.
We're driving. Next time.
I don't really
Next
care
topic.
as long as we get to go to Disney. Okay, so Epcot.
Yes.
Epcot was everyone's favorite park last time.
Yeah.
And
hands down.
God, we had the best time. I'm excited about so many things. The World Showcase. I think this next time we're going to spend even more time in Epcot and just kind of strolling about, going into the gift shops, trying different foods. I just could walk around the World Showcase all day.
Yeah, that might be one of the things we end up doing is just like, since we're going an extra day, spend like 2 full days at the park and rides one day and like focus on riding rides, and then the next day just like spend pretty much the whole day in the World Showcase and ride a few rides, but for the most part, like just ride or just walk around.
Yeah. So the Moana Journey of Water section is brand new. They were doing annual pass holder previews when we were there last time. So we basically didn't get to see anything, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah, well, you can see it from the monorail. We could see down in there.
Yeah, but you can see, but you can't really see.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying it was still cool to see like how big the area is and like what all you can do down there.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited to see that. I think it's going to be beautiful just getting to walk through there. I'm also super excited for over by the Land Pavilion. I just love the Land Pavilion. That's where Living with the Land is, and Soarin' around the world. I don't know.
What's the called? Restaurant there?
California Grill?
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to eat there next time.
Yeah, I think I want to eat there next time. I just
the
love...
one that spins, right?
Yes. I just love that whole vibe over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very relaxing and happy. Love it over there. I'm just thinking about Disney and I'm like, the weather's nice. We live in Missouri and
Well-
right now it's raining and dreary. And even in Florida, when it rains, it's like just a couple hours and then the sun comes back out.
Well, I was going to say that it didn't rain on us the whole time until the last day and the last like 4 hours of the park. And it was fucking awful. Because we couldn't ride the Skyliner back to the resort. It was just freaking chaos.
Mhm.
And that's one of the crappy things about the Skyliner, I think. Where the
Yeah.
Skyliners are awesome, but at the same time, you take that chance of like if it rains or if it's stormy at all, like they shut those things down and like you're not getting back from where you're at on a Skyliner.
Yeah,
It's
that
on a
was
bus.
that was a horrible couple hours.
Yeah.
However long it was awful.
Oh yeah. The bus, and then we got on the bus and Grayson's like freezing because the bus is freezing cold and we're wet. And yeah, it was just not. I was just like,
Torrential downpour. Didn't matter if you had an umbrella or a poncho, like you were soaked head to toe.
yeah,
And it was consistent rain.
yeah.
for-
It rained like the whole night
Yeah.
into the next day. When we left, because that was the last day there. So when we left the next morning, it was nice.
Mhm.
It was sunny and beautiful, and I was like, "This is lame."
I mean, we did get lucky that it only rained the one time, but it was kind of an epic rain.
Yeah, it poured. That was crazy because I was like, "Wow." Last time we came down here, it rained. I remember it rained on our like Animal Kingdom Day a couple times, but it was just like the 15-minute rain and
Mhm.
stop, and then humid and hot as hell.
Yeah. Okay, back to the topic.
Epcot.
Yes, I have another one.
Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Well, obviously,
Get me
that's
back
like
on
the
that thing.
best ride ever.
Yeah. You think Grayson will be ready to ride that this time?
I don't think so. It's
Too much.
a lot.
That's true.
It's
It's
lot.
a smooth ride.
He's so he's big for his age, but he's so skinny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That just freaks me out to think of him like
Falling right out and
being in
zipping out.
control of like holding on. I don't trust him to like hold on.
Yeah.
Not that he would fly out. That's the job of the people who
The
designed
harness,
it is
yeah.
to make sure that you don't. But
Oh, I was gonna say, do you think he's definitely big enough, or he would definitely ride the Seven Dwarves
oh yeah,
because it's a pretty like
yeah, that's fine. It doesn't go upside down. It's not like crazy
yeah.
spinny or anything. Yeah, I think that one would be fine. Fine, and it's super smooth.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway.
I was gonna say Finding Nemo.
Oh,
That
yeah.
ride is super cute,
Mm-hmm.
but after the ride, the aquariums,
Yeah, pretty cool.
we spent a decent amount of time in there, and I just thought that was amazing too.
Yeah, Grayson really loved it.
He did.
That was a nice like, okay, we can walk around for a minute and relax. Obviously we brought the stroller and we pushed him around in it most of the time, but he definitely enjoyed walking around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What else for you?
Oh, Figment, man, that's one of my favorite rides.
I
Not-
knew you were gonna say that.
No, that area over there is super cool. Imagination Pavilion or whatever it is.
We might go into the pavilion and look at the gift shop and stuff.
Yeah, because we didn't really look at the gift shop when we left that area. We just
Mhm.
kind of like walked right out because you were like, "I'm done. That ride sucked. It stunk like old people."
It did. It was so gross.
Yeah. And she's like,
don't
"I
get
can't
it.
stand Figment." I was like, "Yeah,
The
I could have
ride
told you
is
that
just
before we got on there."
just total crap.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. I don't get the hype. It could be so cool, and it's just not.
Well,
It's just not.
we met Joy there in the Imagination Pavilion, so that movie will have a second movie. So there will probably be like Joy
Mm-hmm.
and maybe like other characters over there.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely go to the pavilion, but I don't think we'll ride the ride again.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not.
What's your favorite area of the World Showcase? Like, what's it going to be? Like, which one are you most excited to go back to?
Oof. Okay, so there's a couple. I really.
No, your number one, only one, your favorite one.
That's not fair.
I mean, I'm gonna pick one. It's the
It's
Norway
gonna
Pavilion.
be yeah. Yours is Norway. I would probably say mine is Norway too, because it's just beautiful and the bakery there is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the frozen ride. Just love the architecture.
Okay.
So Norway is definitely number 1.
Okay.
But I'm also really excited about Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I think we should try to get a reservation to eat inside of Mexico this next time.
Mm.
I've heard the restaurant isn't like the best food,
Mm-hmm.
but the environment is super cool.
Yeah.
And I think hopefully next time it won't be quite as busy the very moment that we go in there to shop, and maybe we can look around a little bit more.
I was gonna say, so my first would definitely be Norway. My number 2 would definitely be the French area, French corridor, or whatever it's called.
Oh, really?
Like France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we got Ratatouille over there,
Mm-hmm.
and I just really like that area. It's right next to the little river or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of peaceful. What princess is over there?
I think it was Aurora,
Oh, that's right.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. That little area right over
Mhm.
there is super pretty.
It
and
is.
I really like the French like cuisine.
Yeah, those beignets were freaking delicious. And I am so stoked that we are going to have the dining plan this next time and not
And we'll
have
be
to
going
work.
during the Food and Wine
Yeah,
Festival
yes,
again.
and you don't have to worry about like, oh, this is going to be $9. This is going to be $12. This is going to be $15. And it's just like, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Now we'll have the dining plan and it'll be like, oh, it's a snack credit. Perfect.
Well, and I think that's what I like about that snack credit too is like we'll have how many ever snacks per day per person.
Yeah. I think it's 2
But
snacks per day per person, which
is it
is
But is it per day or is it like a
well,
loaded
it's
amount?
cumulative. So you however many days, like if you have
So we could blow
10
our
days, then
load
you have-
all on one.
yeah, you can do whatever you want. You
Yeah,
get
that's what I'm saying.
you get a certain number that you start out with, and then you just use them.
Yeah.
So definitely excited about that. What
Yeah.
other pavilions are really cool? I've always liked the Japan pavilion. I think it's
I
really
like the Japan pavilion too, but there's not like beyond the shop. If there's nothing going on over there now, if you add San Fran, Tokyo, a different story.
yeah. I don't know. I think it's really pretty. It's got that little area over there by the tall building that's like a garden,
Yeah,
and that's really pretty. And then of course they have the huge gift shop where we always get snacks.
Yep.
We'll definitely go back in there again, get some snacks. What other countries are like really Morocco is really pretty. We didn't get to kind of explore that one this past time very much. Our previous trip we did. We spent more time there.
mm-hmm.
I think we ate at a restaurant in Morocco.
I
Like
don't
when
think we did.
when we went with just you and me, or maybe I went with my sister and we ate there.
I don't think we did. I remember walking over there because that's the place with all the like mosaic tile.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah. I would say so obviously like Norway, France, and then this is kind of like lumps into like one, but it's the over there where the Irish pub is, like the
yeah.
Ireland, like Europe, like Great Britain,
Mm-hmm.
kind of that whole like Canada, like that whole section right there, because
Yeah, it's super fun.
it's not really divided up into like there's like an Irish pub and then there's like a German area. Well, I
Mhm.
guess Germany's got their whole area over there. But anyway, that like where Canada is and all that, it's super
Yeah.
cool. I like that area
Yeah.
a lot. And we didn't get to explore that really because the
Doreen.
no, the Canada area had like a bunch of construction.
Oh yes, you're right.
So there's just a bunch of scaffolding.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to go back to that area and like actually look around because the first time we went, we took a lot of pictures over there. In the like the call box and like up on that hill, kind of where Canada is. There's like a bunch of like waterfalls over there, and we took a bunch of pictures over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking forward to going to that area as well.
Yeah, I definitely want to eat in a couple of new restaurants next time in the World Showcase.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to that little Irish pub.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Get
I don't
some
know
fish
if
and
it's-
chips.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 21 or older kind of thing, but it looks fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do.
Yeah.
We'll definitely spend a lot of time in Epcot for sure.
Yeah.
So what else in Epcot?
I think Test Track or whatever Test Track's going to become.
Oh yeah.
I think Grayson will have fun on that ride because that's fun. That's a fun ride too. But I don't know. Will it be ready by?
I don't know. See, I
think they're retheming that ride, but I feel like the track's not getting updating. It's just getting like a retheme.
I don't know. I haven't really stayed up with it. I'm just more concerned about just getting to live in the moment instead of like, oh, we got to do this ride. We got to do this ride. We got to do this ride. It's because we've done a lot of the rides and I just like to be there. So I think that's pretty much it for me for Epcot, the things I'm excited about.
Well, I was going to say the only other thing that the shops at Epcot, the big giant shops where we bought all those. Yeah. I don't know what it was called. What was it called?
The one by the playground.
Yep, because that's what I was thinking was Grayson loved that playground.
He loved Club Cool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that was fun. And then what is it? World of Color. I think it's something like that. World of Color. That's a really good gift shop.
I don't remember.
I think that's what it's called.
But yeah, there's the big giant gift shop. Super open. Super fun.
Okay.
Oh, and this ball.
Spaceship Earth.
Yeah. Grayson's favorite ride.
He loved it.
We rode it, 3 times? 2 times?
At least 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really proud of him that he was 3.5 and he loved that ride.
Yeah, and it's not really a spooky ride, but like it's slow.
Yeah.
And there's not like a whole lot going on. I mean, it's obviously talking the whole time and telling you like what's happening. But I thought he might get spooked by going backwards down.
Yeah.
Because that's like something that you're not used to doing.
It's really dark too. And I think the ride is super interesting if you're an adult. But as a young child, I don't know how interesting it would be to like hear about the evolution of technology. But as an adult, that's super fun. Yeah. But anyway, he was 3.5 and he loved it. So it's all good. Okay. Hollywood Studios.
Man.
We're just going to hang out in Galaxy's Edge like the whole time.
Yeah.
To ride. I don't even really care about anything else. Toy Story Land is too busy.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, there's a lot going on over there, but at the same time, there's not a lot going on. I would like to ride some of the little rides that they have over there. Definitely want to ride Slinky Dog.
Yes, we have.
But I want to ride it at night.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
Because you could see all like the lights that they've got over there. But yeah, that side of the park is really fun. It's just like it's so small and fast.
So crowded.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking when they built it that small. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like there's room that they can expand. Like, if they took Toy Story Land and they like made it more like a Pixar land.
Yeah.
They just kind of retheme it to, you know what I mean?
They're not going to do that, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But they got room to grow like behind it, I think. But it's tight.
Yeah.
It's a small little area.
It's not that I don't like it because I really do, but when you're in a smaller area that's super crowded, it's kind of stressful. Versus like Galaxy's Edge is more spread out and it's not super crowded everywhere. So to me, that's much more relaxing.
Galaxy's Edge. God. It's so cool.
Yes.
It's so freaking cool. I mean, this time I want to be there a lot more.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get to see like the Mandalorian. Like Ahsoka was there, but we didn't get to see her. Who else was there?
I mean, we got to see Stormtroopers, which was super cool.
Yeah, but I would like to see like Kylo Ren too, like walk around. It'd be super fun.
Yeah, I think next time, because again, Grayson's going to be a little bit older. He loved it last time, but again, he'll be a year older, and he loves Star Wars.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping that this next time, like we're just going to go hang out in Galaxy's Edge. I'm sure we'll probably have a couple fast passes or whatever they're called.
Yeah, and
for some of the rides.
And this time I think we can build him a droid.
Yes.
Actual like budget to build a droid this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because last time it was like one of those things where it's like, oh, it's $120, and we're only going down here to, we wanted to have fun, but at the same time we didn't want to like really press our.
Well, and it's totally different too because we would have the dining plan this time, and last time we didn't because it wasn't a thing again. But you're shelling out all of this money for food every day, and it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so you don't really want to buy as many souvenirs and things because you're already spending so much on food. But if you have the dining plan, it's already paid for, you don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
Definitely want to spend like all day
Yeah.
in Galaxy's Edge just hanging out.
Oh, Ronto
getting
wrap.
to explore.
Breakfast Ronto
yes,
wrap.
Yes, got to start there at the breakfast Ronto wrap at Ronto Roasters. Definitely ride Rise of the Resistance. We'd probably ride Smuggler's Run.
Yeah. We didn't ride it this time, but I mean, you still get to see the Falcon ship, so it's pretty cool. And Grayson loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like, that's a smallish area too. It's not, that side of the park is not super big, but there's just so much going on.
It's more spread out than Toy Story
Yes,
Land.
Yes.
Like there's a lot more walkways and Toy Story Land is kind of just
you
one
got that
walkway.
one walkway.
You got the one walkway and everyone's in there.
Yeah, and little like side like walkways just to get to the rides. But that's it. But man, Galaxy's Edge, I'm looking forward to going back to Rock and Roller Coaster. I'd love to ride that because we didn't get to ride that last time.
Yeah, that's true.
And the gift shops over there are pretty fun because there's a lot of gift shops.
Oh,
like down the main boulevard and
yeah,
just over there in that whole area. It's like pretty relaxed. And also I think I'd like to go through the where it shows like all the Walt Disney stuff.
Oh, One Man's Dream.
Yeah, One Man's Dream.
The little museum.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely want to do that. Oh, Little Mermaid will be open. The Little Mermaid show will be open.
Oh, okay.
It's opening up this summer. Reopening up this summer, but it's kind of like reimagined. So we'll definitely have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just super excited about Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah,
I mean, we like everyone here at the house is like Star Wars fans.
Yeah, and it's just even though it's Disney, it's just like such a chill vibe. I'd never felt like stressed out being in Galaxy's Edge, really.
Yeah.
Except for when we had our, bathroom incidents and stuff with Gray. But other than that, like I wasn't overwhelmed by the crowds or anything.
Yeah.
Like Toy Story Land, it's stressful because there's so many people.
Yeah. Yeah. So crazy.
We probably will eat at the Sci-Fi drive-in diner, whatever.
Where you sit in the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
fun.
Grayson would think that was cool.
That's where Alex and Bailey, they went to eat there and they loved it.
I've been there before, but I remember not liking the food very much. Like it was very basic food. But again, going with a young child, you get to kind of live through them.
Their experience. Yeah. Well, I think that's all I want to talk about Hollywood Studios. If you want to move on to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I'll do this one real quick. Pandora and Leave.
Yeah. I don't know. Over the years, we just have become less and less excited about Animal Kingdom. Definitely think we'd go explore Pandora. I think Grayson would be big enough to ride Flight of Passage, and I think he would have the best time.
Yeah. Yeah. And if he doesn't ride it, we'll definitely like do the rider swap, I think. Because we didn't ride it at all.
Yeah.
The line was for it. It just like instantly like 75-minute wait.
Yeah. Tree of Life. I would want to do that.
If
I
they
think
have
that
it open.
They're redoing it, right? The show.
I think so.
I think they're redoing the show. So if the show is redone, definitely. It's more or less the experience of like getting to go up and see the intricate like designs in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Is really cool.
Well, and I was going to say, we didn't do like a whole lot of shopping in that area either.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the gift shops, I remember in 2018 when we went, a lot of the gift shops were super cool.
Mm-hmm.
But this time it was more or less of like, we went in there to Pandora, we went in and rode the safari ride, and that was pretty much it. I would like to ride the, God, I'm blanking.
Expedition Everest.
Yes. Because that ride's super fun.
Yeah. Definitely think you should ride that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, but man, beyond that,
that's pretty much it for me, because to me,
I don't even on that one ride, because last time we rode it, we got soaking wet.
Mm-hmm.
The rapids,
Kali River Rapids.
Yeah.
You said you would want to ride it, or you wouldn't?
I don't think I would, unless it was like one of the last things we did.
Yeah.
I just don't like that feeling of being
To me, it's just like
soaking wet the whole time.
Well, yeah, and then you get chafed and stuff. To me, like, Animal Kingdom is really pretty, but there's not a ton that makes it special. Like, even the safari is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had a good time, but it's not super special because you can do stuff like that pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Not to the extent that it is, but you can't just go anywhere and go to Epcot.
Yeah.
But you can go pretty much anywhere and get like a zoo situation.
Yeah, we've got, a few safari parks around here that we can be
You drive through.
with 30 minutes or an hour away.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Anything else for Animal Kingdom?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like dinosaur.
Isn't it so crazy that it used to be your favorite park?
Yeah. That area is going to be like practically shut down too, the dinosaur area, because they're going to start doing whatever they're doing over there. I'm sure. So the park's going to be even smaller. So, yeah, I don't know. There's just not a whole lot. I'd rather hang out at Animal Kingdom Lodge and eat at like Boma or something else like that.
Yeah. So let's move on and let's talk about some of the resort restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that we might do this time around? What are we excited for?
So definitely Ohana. Definitely want to try to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge and actually eat there this time.
Yeah. Boma, probably Boma, because a buffet.
Or what did I say?
I think you said Boma.
Oh, okay. What's the other one there? Jico, yeah. Not really. Don't care about that one. I'd rather eat the buffet if we go to one, because it's just so much more options, especially for Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not a toddler, but he's a little kid and he's picky. So definitely want to go there. I'm trying to think what other resorts I would like to go to eat, but those are the only two I can really think of. Because when you said that, I was like, man, I don't know. I can only think of the two.
I'm trying to think what restaurants are where. I know that I kind of want to go to the boardwalk because there's a new bakery that just opened over there, and we haven't got to experience that boardwalk ever. So I think that would be fun.
What's the is it the Wilderness Lodge? That's got some restaurants over there too.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I mean, anything above a moderate level has some sort of restaurant.
Well, I would like to go at least look at the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah, I think this time around we definitely look more at eating at the resort restaurants a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. From what I saw in the Wilderness Lodge, it looks super pretty. Like, cool place to go to. Like, obviously Animal Kingdom, and then the Wilderness Lodge, it looks like really cool too. But oh man, I don't know. I can't think of any other restaurants at like actual uh why do I keep thinking lodges?
I don't know.
Can't think of any more that I'd want to go eat at the resorts.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
No,
Or-
I'm very distracted.
Yeah.
Our dog is in here. He's needing some attention.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty much it.
Do we take him this time?
I think Disney has pet friendly rooms.
No, I know they do.
Yeah.
I just
He loves car rides.
what-
He wouldn't fit though because of all of our luggage in the back.
Yeah, that's another thing I had thought about is getting a luggage rack for the top for some of the suitcases that we're not going to get into a whole lot and just keep shit up there because it gets so crammed in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean it was with the stroller and everything else. I mean our stroller like folds up pretty small.
Yeah.
It's still like big.
It still takes up a lot of room.
Yeah, because I feel like that was like a lot of the
That was like a third of the trunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it folds up nice and flat, but it's so long and thick.
Yeah, we definitely had the car pretty packed with just the three of us. So.
Yeah, and this time I don't think we should bring little gifts like we
Oh
did.
yeah, that was a disaster.
Because he just kept wanting to get into
He
it.
was very fussy,
Yeah.
whiny.
Oh, I want another one. I want another one. I want another toy.
Yeah, that was a total fail. The snacks were good, right?
Yeah, and the sub sandwiches.
Yeah,
That was
worked
a
out.
win. What we did was we bought like 3 Subway sandwiches, and they're pretty basic. Like I bought one with like lettuce and tomato for Ashley, because I know she likes all the fixings on it, and then like the other 2 was just like pepperoni on one and like ham and turkey on another,
Mm-hmm.
and we just split those into like 4-inch pieces and put them in bags and then put them in the cooler, and we just ate on those on the way down there, and it was actually super nice.
You know, one thing, I mean, this is relative, but it's not. But I was thinking of doing an Amazon delivery to the room this next time, so we don't have to pack like all of the bottled water and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
You can have it delivered to your Disney hotel, and you can either pick it up at Bell Services or you can have it delivered to your room.
Hmm.
And it's just like a grocery delivery from
Interesting.
Amazon, through Amazon. So we could get like a case of water, we could get some snack options, stuff like that. We wouldn't have to worry about packing a cooler necessarily.
yeah. Something else we're not doing this time is leaving resort or leaving.
Yes,
campus.
that totally killed our vibe.
Yeah,
So we, what day was that? Wednesday?
that's like the 3rd day we were there, I think.
Yeah, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. We got in our car and we went to a couple of the Disney outlet stores, and it was awful.
Yeah,
It was awful to leave the Disney bubble.
yeah,
We did not have a good time.
yeah.
And the outlet stores were so crazy busy. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
They were so crazy busy, like you could barely move. We hated that. And it's like, it's one thing if it's busy and you're in Disney World, but if you're just at a mall, no,
yeah.
not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
Grayson right now, he's got a lot of attitude sometimes. And when
It's
he's
not attitude. He's
he's
saying more.
sassy.
Well, that he's saying more adult, like instead of just like, no, I don't wanna. It's
I'm not going to do that. Not at all.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, so we will not be leaving Disney property this next time. A couple things that are going to be different too. The Skyliner. We will not have access to the Skyliner. How do you feel about that? I mean, we will, but we won't. Like our hotel will not.
I don't feel like good or bad about it. I love the Skyliner, and at the same time, I hated the Skyliner.
Yeah.
I know you weren't a fan because we got
Well,
it
I
stopped
have
up at
very
the top, and you were like so high up.
Yeah.
But riding it from like Hollywood Studios to Epcot or vice versa,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fun. And
Yeah,
even
for
if we
sure.
don't go to those parks, just to sit on and ride it, it's just kind of fun to do that.
Yeah, I definitely think that this next time we'll still ride it in some way, shape, or form, but it won't be to the extent that we had this past time where
I mean, it was
we were
literally
on
our
it.
only like form of transportation to
Epcot and
our
Hollywood
two
Studios.
favorite parks.
It was nice though because like when you're leaving Hollywood Studios, it's right by the exit to get on
Oh,
the
that's right.
Skyliner
Yeah.
versus the buses. You have to walk quite a way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and with those value resorts, man, you gotta walk even
you were
further.
walking. Yep. They make you pay for it in some way, shape, or form.
But that was, I guess that was the nice thing too, is the Skyliners were just like boom right there,
Mm-hmm.
and even, well, I guess we couldn't do that and get away with it really, but,
So,
I would like to maybe even use the little taxi services
oh, really?
or like Uber.
I think that's expensive.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, in some situations, I even thought about doing that maybe.
Yeah. But
And it'd be fun just to do it once, just to say like, oh, we rode in the minivans,
yeah.
you know, kind of be fun.
Yeah. So our resort just has bus access, no Skyliner access. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited to see what our resort is like.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, assuming that we're able to pay for the trip.
Yep. It all lays on this payment thing.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Gotta
for sure.
go, start working some OT. Both of us.
Yeah, we're already doing that just to get by with the normal crap. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I think we're just all around super excited just to go back. Like if we don't make it back this year, I think we'll for sure go next year, and maybe like
In the spring.
if we can't make it in September, we might just move it to like, oh, instead of going this time, we're gonna go
in April or something.
in March or April
Yeah.
of 2025,
Yeah.
which would be fun
Yeah.
still.
But we got to make it happen. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't really have anything else to say except we love Disney and we're excited and hopefully we're able to make this trip happen.
Yep. If anyone wants to send some free money this way, go ahead. No. We'll start a GoFundMe. The Long family to.
I think everyone's in the same boat right now.
Yeah.
It's just everything's so expensive. It's just crazy.
Ooh, one thing I wanted to address real quick. The bacon, egg, and cheese bagel at McDonald's is only at Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to go get another one of
Yes,
those.
for sure.
That
It
was
got
so
me
good.
excited when we left because I was thinking, oh, like it's back.
It's back on the menu.
But it was just at that location. So,
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Make sure you guys like, dislike the podcast, whatever you want. Subscribe and check out our Instagram. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next episode.